Welcome to Module 18, Abolitionism and Feminism. In this module, we'll examine two separate but related social movements: abolitionism, the movement to end slavery, and feminism, the movement for equal rights for women. We'll start with abolitionism. In the early 19th century, white Americans who agitated for the end of slavery almost always envisioned that freed slaves would leave the United States and settle in Africa. Known as colonization, the goal was to save Americans from future difficulties like interracial marriage and poverty. Many Black abolitionists and thinkers were opposed to this idea. They argued that it exposed American racism, and they claimed their place in the United States. A new abolitionist movement arose in the 1830s, known as militant abolitionism. Militant abolitionists had a completely different idea about the future of freed slaves in the U.S. They understood freedom to be a universal entitlement, and that birthplace, not race, should determine who was an American. This was a radical idea for this time period. Militant abolitionists appealed to the public through exposés and publications which graphically described the horrors of slavery. We'll examine some examples of abolitionist texts, including very effective genres like autobiographical accounts from former slaves. Then we'll move to feminism. The women's rights movement grew directly from abolitionism. Women were active in anti-slavery circles, but came up against sexism within abolitionist organizations. This led women to organize for their own rights. As Angelina Grimke, an anti-slavery activist, recounted, "Since I engaged in the investigation of the rights of the slave, I have necessarily been led to a better understanding of my own." We'll look at the landmark gathering of women and men at the Seneca Falls Convention in 1848, where delegates drafted the Declaration of Sentiments, demanding women's right to vote, married women's right to property, custody of children in the event of divorce, and access to education and the profession. In the required readings for this module, you'll read an excerpt of abolitionist David Walker's appeal to the colored citizens of the world and the Declaration of Sentiments. You'll also listen to a Memory Palace episode about Mary Walker, a woman who challenged gendered expectations in the early 19th century. Looking forward to reading your thoughts about these topics. Good luck.